Hey, welcome to one more episode of Cloud Careers. On today's video, I'm going to share a little bit about my story as a professional, and then along the way, I'm going to plug 3 common mistakes that I see that technology professionals make throughout their careers. You ready? Okay, before we jump into the content, I would like to ask you, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Please enable the notifications. I want to make sure that you're going to get all the new videos I'm going to post in the future. And also, if you use the Instagram, please go ahead and follow the Cloud Bootcamp on Instagram. Our Instagram is the cloudbootcamp.english because we have a Instagram in Portuguese as well. But if you want to follow us on Instagram, please go ahead and follow us over there. Okay, so let's get started now. As I said, I would like to share a little bit more about my professional story, and then I'll plug along the way 3 common mistakes that I see that many technology workers make over their careers, right? And as I said, probably you have heard about that in the past videos. I started my career in 2008, and then at the beginning of my career, I started as an intern, right? And then I started my Oracle database administration internship on that company. And then one thing that I noticed was that most of the professionals that I had the chance to get in touch, they didn't have their professional goal set. One example, right? One day I asked one person, what is going to be your next move after, I don't know, 2 years? And then he didn't have the answer. He just, was there in that company for a long time, like, many years already, and they didn't have any professional goals. I think his main goal was, just to stay there and keep working, keep going, and then not make any further move. As a technology professional, you should know where you want to go, where you want to be in like 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years, right? If I ask you today, would you be able to answer where you want to go or where you want to be in 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years as a professional? And that is the first point that I would like to come up with today. The first common mistake that I see people making is they don't set their professional goals. And if they don't set their professional goals, they don't know where they're going to, right? So that's very important to you to set your professional goals at least 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years so that you know where you're going to, right? So that's the first one. Coming back to my story, I stayed in that company for like 2 years, from 2008 to 2010. And then after that, I got an offer to join as an Oracle database administrator in the biggest oil and gas company in Brazil called Petrobras. I joined as a contractor over there, and it was a great time. I learned a lot because it was a big company, big operations, and it was a great time there. I joined in 2010, and then I stayed there up to 2011. And then after 1 year, I was actually invited to take a new position as an Oracle Apps Database Administration Tech Lead. And then at that time, it was a huge challenge for me because that would be my first time leading people as well. So that was a great opportunity for me to develop soft skills, to put in practice customer facing skills and a lot of these things, right? And then I stayed in that company from 2011 up to 2012. And then after that, I got a new opportunity to work for IBM. IBM was a great company. I joined as a Oracle database administration specialist. And then during the position, I actually took a lot of new customers around the country, around Brazil, because I was working at Brazil at that time. And then I used it to travel, to many different customers from many different industries to help them with their Oracle database needs. And it was a great time. That was in 2012. And then I stayed in IBM for 2 years. So in 2014, I got one of my Oracle magazines. The Oracle magazine, actually, there was a article in the same magazine showing one picture of a Exadata, just showing all the benefits from Exadata, right? If you don't know what Exadata is an engineered system created by Oracle, which is fully optimized to run Oracle databases in a very optimal way. So high performance, high throughput, high availability, all these kind of cool things in one box, in one system, right? So if you think about that, Oracle has created one machine which was fully optimized in terms of software and hardware to run Oracle databases. And it was a great thing to see Oracle creating, such a great product. And I was very excited. I thought, well, maybe I want to work with Exadata someday in my career, because I'm pretty sure that companies will start looking for that, right? If you are in an Oracle database world, you know how painful it is to deploy Oracle databases, especially if you're using Oracle RAC. You need to spin up new storage, you need to plug the network, interconnections, and in Exadata, these things were much simpler, right? You just go ahead and install the system inside of the data center, and then you start plugging your databases inside of the system, and then you have Oracle RAC, all the features out of the box, right? So it's a great product, and I thought, okay, such a great product, I'm pretty sure that it's gonna have a lot of demand, and if companies are going to purchase the Exadata, they will need professionals to work with Exadata. And then I kind of visualize one great opportunity. And here I would like to bring up the second common mistake that I see most of technology professionals making, right? If I want to work with a new technology, what I need to do is, go ahead and learn the new technology, right? Because once the opportunity comes, I will be ready with the knowledge that I need to take the new opportunity, to take the new position, whatever it is, right? But at the end of the day, you need to be ready to take the opportunity. But what I see people doing is they are waiting for the opportunity to arrive, and then they will get ready, right? But actually, you need to be one step ahead of the opportunity. You need to be ready, and then once the opportunity comes, you are going to have the knowledge required to take the opportunity, to take the position, to take the new challenge, right? So it's very important for you to be one step ahead of the opportunity, and then whenever the opportunity comes, you're going to be ready to take up the new challenge. So coming back to this story, I saw the Exadata article on Oracle magazine, and then I thought, okay, I want to work with Exadata. I started to reading more about that, to learning more about that. I started to get ready, right? Because I knew that after some time I could see some Exadata opportunity and I would be able to the new challenge, right? What happened was in 2014, I saw a new position available in Oracle Brazil website, and then the opportunity was to work as a senior support engineer in the Oracle Engineered Systems implementation team, covering all the Latin America customers. And one of the skills that the position was asking was to have a Exadata knowledge. And then at that time I saw, okay, it was really worth to get ready with Exadata knowledge, because right now I can apply to the position, go over the interview process, and then I'll have the Exadata knowledge, right, which is required. So to summarize, I went through the process and I got approved, and I got an offer to work for Oracle Brazil as a senior support engineer, covering all the Latin America, and that team was responsible to deploy engineered systems all over Latin America customers, right? So I had to go to the data center, deploy the machines, deploy the Exadata, deploy the superclusters, Exalytics, and many others. It was a great opportunity for me to develop new skills like infrastructure skills, networking skills, many other skills that Exadata would require, right? If you see, as I mentioned about opportunity, you should be one step ahead of the opportunity. If at that time in IBM, I just stayed there and then I said, okay, I want to work with Exadata, but if I didn't do anything to, get ready to learn more about that, maybe when the Oracle's opportunity would come, I would never get an opportunity to, join Oracle, because I wouldn't have Exadata knowledge. I would have only the desire to learn more Exadata or to work with Exadata, but I wouldn't have the knowledge. So that's why I always highlight it's very important for you to be ahead of the opportunity. Okay, all right, so coming back to the story, I joined Oracle Brazil in 2014. I, got a lot of new knowledge, exposure to new technology, a lot of cool stuff like infrastructure, networking, and many other skill sets that I didn't have. I would have to, have for working with Exadata, and that was a great time. That was a very nice time, new learnings, new knowledge, and new opportunities. And then I stayed there for 2 years. I stayed in Oracle Brazil working with Latin America customers for 2 years, from 2014 up to 2016. In 2016, there was a new opportunity for me to, basically move to Silicon Valley to work in Oracle headquarters and join the Oracle Managed Cloud Services group. And that was a huge challenge. And here I would like to bring up the third and final common mistake that I see tech workers doing over their career, which is basically they settle in the comfort zone. So that's, very common mistake that I see, right? And then if you're not careful as a tech professional, it's very natural that you're going to settle in the comfort zone, because the comfort zone is a cozy and warm place that you like and you're very comfortable over there. You won't have many challenges on the comfort zone because you are there for some time, so you know the bad and the good points of the comfort zone, so you're comfortable, right? That's why it is comfort zone. And at that time, when I got this opportunity to move to Silicon Valley and work in the Oracle headquarters, that would be a huge challenge for me because I was already in a comfort zone. I was very well established in Oracle Brazil, working as a tech lead. I had, promoted to tech lead, so I was making good figures and everything. But that was a huge challenge for me, right? It was a great opportunity to develop new skills in cloud, working in an Oracle Managed Cloud Services organization and Oracle HQ. And that's why I thought, okay, I'm right there in the comfort zone right now, but if I want to grow as a professional, I need to get out of the comfort zone. I need to, just go ahead and take up new challenges, right? And that was exactly what I did. So I took the new challenge. I moved to San Francisco, California to take the new position in the Silicon Valley in Oracle Managed Cloud Services organization. And I would never regret. It was such a great time, such a great learnings. And, I grew a lot as a professional. So that's why I always recommend people to get out of the comfort zone. When you get out of the comfort zone, you make room for professional growth. And that's the last point that I wanted to bring up for you guys along with the story of my career. So I wanted to quickly summarize the 3 points that we just mentioned today. The first point is you must define your professional goals. Go ahead and open a notepad and put down your professional goals. You should know where you want to be, 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years. And based on that, you go ahead and take actions to make it happen, right? It's going to help you a lot to grow as a professional, right? And the second point is you should be one step ahead of the opportunity. You should get ready before the opportunity reaches you, right? So that whenever the opportunity comes, you have all the required experience to take up the new opportunity, right? And here is one example. Maybe you want to work with Oracle Cloud or any other cloud provider, right? Which kind of actions are you doing to make it happen, right? Maybe you need to learn a new skill set. Maybe you need to take a new certification or something like that, right? You need to know what you need to do to be one step ahead of the opportunity. So think about that and also take actions to make it happen, right? And the third point, if you want to grow as a professional, you must get out of the comfort zone. Don't be settled in the comfort zone, right? In the comfort zone, it's a very nice, cozy, and warm place, but you are not going to grow if you're settled there for a long time. Don't make this mistake because I want you to grow as a professional, okay? So that was that for this video, guys. So please go ahead and give me your thumbs up if you like my advices, and please leave your comments. Let me know which are your professional goals for 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years, and let me know which are the new challenges that you are willing to take in your next move. All right? Okay, it was a great pleasure to be here with you today, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!